Okay, welcome to Mama's Got Style, how upgrading your look will elevate your business, get you high-paying clients, and increase the fun factor in your life. Today, from New Orleans, I am interviewing the awesome, the amazing, the one and only Regena Thomashauer. Hi, Regena. How are you today?
Hello, babe.
How are you doing? You look amazing, as always. So you have been known as Mama Gena since the beginning of the School of the Womanly Arts, and that was in 1998, I believe, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yes, and you started this in your living room with 11 women, and now you're hosting experience weekends with over 2,000 women?
Yeah.
That's so amazing. Yeah. Great growth. So you're also a 4-time book author, and you're a teacher, you're an icon, and you're a mom to daughter Maggie.
Thank you for all that acknowledgement about all the past 20 years. It was a quick reframe, but very
yes. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me today. I've read all your books. I did Mastery in 2015. I've since attended every experience weekend, and I'm on Team Pleasure because I just love the sisterhood and everything that you're up to. Yeah. And it must be.
For those of you who don't know what Team Pleasure is, first of all, isn't that the best name?
It is.
Volunteers that make the magic happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one person, but I could never accomplish what I've accomplished without my sisters, my team, my Cara, all of the support systems. You know, women need women to make us happen.
It is so true. And you are the best example of that, for sure. The mama of us all. So it must be really gratifying to know that you've affected so many women's lives in such a positive way, and men by way of that, right? And then even with all of that, you're literally just getting started. I can't wait to see what you do in the next 6 months to a year. I'm really familiar with you, but there's going to be some people who are watching this who are not. So can you give us a little bit of insight to who the force of nature that Mama Gena is and why you believe that women are the best natural untapped resource?
Okay. Yeah, I started my school 20 years ago because I was completely at a loss, completely connected, depressed.
Right.
Unable to understand who I was in the world as a woman, feeling like I wasn't connected to myself, to my life force, to my passion, to my dreams.
Right.
I felt almost like I was swimming in formaldehyde, and I did not know why. Yeah. And I had the advantage of having some tight girlfriends, and when I looked around, I saw all of us were in that spot. You know, close friends that I went to school with, you know, not charging their value at work, not living their dreams, you know, tracking with their parents' expectation or their husband, or taking care of their family instead of what it was that they were born to do or be or have or create.
Right.
Women that were stuck in indecision, in a crisis of confidence, not stepping into their own power and confidence in the way I saw men do it.
Mm-hmm.
Thought, what is that? What is that? That
yeah.
No one's addressing.
Yeah.
I began the body of research and the body of, you know, experiences that led to the curriculum at the School of Womanly Arts, because I wanted to live my passion.
Right.
I wanted to live my destiny. I wanted to not be stopped by my lack of confidence or my lack of voice. I wanted to see, how do I engage and live my potential? So, and then also when I had my daughter, as you know, girls, you feel such a sense of responsibility, not only for the women of today, but the girls of tomorrow. What are we doing now as women to awaken so that we can make a better, you know, step up for the girls of today that will be the women of tomorrow, so they don't have to have the same crisis of confidence, the same powerlessness, the same inability to put one foot in front of the other in a consecutive way, to be as big, bold, beautiful, wild, and amazing as every single woman and girl on this planet actually is.
Yes.
I felt like I got to do my part. I got one life. I got to do my part. This is an area where women are not getting the kind of attention that we need to engage in our power. So
right.
That's when I started the school and started to create, looking at the ancient goddess traditions, looking at women connecting powerfully to their sensuality, their energy, their divinity, their passion, engage. My shorthand is pussy, not in the vulgar sense that that word is commonly used, but pussy, meaning a woman centered in her sensual truth, her sensual light, her sensual brilliance, not shutting down, but engaged and powerful. And so that's when I wrote the curriculum that became the School of Womanly Arts, the very first course back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's because it's time, women are awakening in more rapidly than we've ever awakened. Feel sort of the plates shifting, the old white patriarchy crumbling.
Right.
Women are ready to step into their power because, as you mentioned, women are the greatest untapped natural resource on this planet, and the time to tap is now. It is not tomorrow. It's time for a woman to live her dreams in her lifetime.
Yes.
That's what the school is about. That's what motivated me and got me started. And so, we all have legends to live. That's
and how you mentioned before too, in one of our classes, how you shining your light gives other people permission to shine theirs as well.
Yes.
For sure.
We need each other. Like
Yeah.
I need you. I need you to be big, bright, and beautiful, and powerful, and gorgeous, and radiant as you are.
Yeah.
The bigger I can get. Like, if we keep staying small as women and not asking for what we want at what we deserve, if we're letting people determine our path, our destiny, we will never, ever live into the brilliance, not just of ourselves, but make a way for other women to shine and fly.
Yeah.
We can do this. We can make this happen in our lifetimes. It's happening already.
Yeah. I mean, and 2018 is going to be amazing. 2017, we've already seen what you were talking about. That crumbling is happening. It's really happening.
Not an easy year for anyone this year.
No. Yeah, it's been pretty cool. So you have great style, and I'm always excited to see what you're going to wear for the experience weekends and the mastery weekends. How do you think style impacts a woman and her business and how she feels about herself, and also the self-care that goes along with that?
I think that a woman's, women, we create life. So we are creative. That's just the nature of woman.
Right.
Get expressed in many, many, many different ways. One of the ways that every woman has a chance to sort of relate to her own magic is sort of how she decides she wants to be and look and present.
Right.
And the wonderful thing about style is that it does not have to be about fashion. It's simply about creativity.
Right.
And self-care. Value the way you look and inspired by the way you kind of compose the package that
Yes.
But when I very first started, I had absolutely no money. I had less than no money. I had and so a friend of mine said, well, okay, so you're creating Mama Gena School of Womanly Arts. Like, what does she wear?
Right.
And I just had my daughter at that time. So I was like, well, she wears mom jeans. Baggy shirts that you could like nurse easily in.
Right.
And then he was like, no.
Right.
I was like, whoa, okay, she doesn't wear that. So he took me to a thrift store.
Uh-huh.
New York City, which, I mean, probably every town has thrift stores, but we
Mm-hmm.
got
Yeah.
people recycling their clothes on behalf of other women.
Yes.
I found this pair of hot pink Chinese silk pajamas
Oh, nice.
that, you know, like those little things, like the little top with the little buttons,
Uh-huh.
the little silk trousers matching.
Yeah.
So that's like, I thought that's what Mama Gena would wear. She would not be wearing mom jeans, no.
Great.
And the thing was like $20, so I was like, done.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I wore that outfit, you know, because it was like, that's as far as my imagination went at the beginning.
Right.
I'll make it like a uniform, which
Right.
is to have is her uniform, like her way.
Yeah.
So I wore that and wore that and wore that until I was able to up level from there.
Right.
But what that instilled in me was a really strong relationship to making sure that I felt the way I wanted to feel
Mm-hmm.
about the way I looked.
Right.
Which is what I think style is, you know.
Yeah.
It's your style is phenomenal and it's very you. It wouldn't be other way. And what would you be doing in like this?
I actually like the pussy bow. I think it's awesome. It goes along with everything you're about. So it's so perfect. So you don't believe it's like a frivolous thing, like it's something that a woman, yeah.
So important.
Yeah.
It's so important. Because if you feel good about the way you look, then the way you present to the world, everyone will be like, what does she? I want some of that.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you're going to a party or if you're going to a job interview or you're just going to the grocery store.
Right.
Different way of being in the world when you're feeling in your own radiance and your own beauty.
That is so true. Yeah.
What's your go-to? Like, let's say if you're in a rush and you have to be like up and running, you know, is it like earrings? Is it lip gloss? Like, how do you get it together quick?
Yeah, I throw on some great earrings. I have this like goddess dress that I love because it's easy, you know, and I just throw on some shoes, put a little lip gloss on, if nothing else, and a little mascara if I have no time, and just that's it, done and done.
So it's lip gloss and mascara for you.
Yeah, for sure. At least that, because then my eyes show up a little brighter, and you know my lips are there, and so I look like I have a face. At least I'm not just, and maybe a little concealer too, because I don't want to look dead when I go out. So yeah.
I think it's important to have those like little tiny touchstones for everyone to figure out. Okay, what is it? Is it like just like my favorite fragrance? Is it like a gloss that can just give me a little elevation? That. Because you know, it's once you can kind of identify it, then it becomes really simple.
Yeah.
World will feel hot.
It's like your uniform, and then you always show up that way, and people see you, and they're like, "Wow, like you said, I want some of what she got." For sure.
I think looking hot is really underrated. Way more important than we kind of imagine.
Yeah.
Really stand powerfully in the way you present in the world.
Yeah. I think people think it's like a fluffy thing, because then it's like, well, people shouldn't care about that, but people do. And that's what you see when you see a person is how are they dressed? How are they presented? Are they happy? Are they, you know, whatever's going on with them? And then if you don't have that, how do you show up? You know, they don't see you.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, you can always tell when I'm in a really bad mood.
Oh.
Because that's when I really take time to dress well. Because
Yes.
I know something. If I am really down, like really stressed, things are intense, or intense with my kid or with my guy, whatever.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna really see me like so well dressed.
That's such a great point.
Yeah, like I'm kind of, you know, you can see I'm in a pretty good mood today because I'm kind of casual, not like that.
Yeah.
Semi, but I'm not all the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
All away, you know, okay, girlfriend's having a hard day.
Oh, that's such a great point, honestly. Yeah, because that's how you show up, and people are going to notice.
And it also changes me. Like when I put in that effort, I'll be like, oh, it can't be so bad if you look this good.
Right. It's so true. So it's definitely an investment in yourself for sure. So one really good question, I think, in a patriarchal culture, how does a woman withstand the pressures of being successful? Like, does she define that for herself, or how does she get past what the world is telling her how being successful, how she's supposed to show up?
I think the important thing for a woman to remember is that the world is stupid.
Yes.
The world does not understand, does not celebrate, does not honor the
Right.
family.
Mm-hmm.
The trick is to never tune your instrument by the world's perspective.
Right.
Because the world has to be taught how to honor you.
Right.
How to make way for you, how to celebrate. Yes. So I think it's important to know that don't expect anything from the world except disapproval, especially if you're living your creative dream and your creative passion, and never get stopped by that.
Yeah.
Right now, the world is hungry for new ideas.
Yes.
Imploding by virtue of the larger patriarchal culture, which is disadvantageous for both men and women. Patriarchy does not mean we are against men. No.
No.
Culture currently that has an imbalance between masculine and feminine, not serving anybody.
Right.
When a woman starts to live her truth, move in the direction of her most deeply held dreams and desires, or viewpoints, or visions, or contribute her voice,
right,
everyone is elevated, but that's not always going to be greeted with warmth and admiration.
That's true.
So, and that's where I think what you're doing, Kara, and the element of style. And by the way, sorry about the drilling outside.
It's okay.
Style is so key, because the style, you have your touchstones and you're feeling delicious. You've already approved of yourself.
Yes.
And so it's kind of like a protective bubble. Like you feel hot, you feel turned on to how you're looking or feeling that day. It forms like a protective bubble so that even when the slings and arrows of the world come your way,
right.
It's all right, because I am all that.
Yes.
All that. Because everyone is all that.
Yes.
As soon as she recognizes it, especially, that's when the magic happens.
Yes. And to be okay with being all that, because I think we're taught to squish that down and be like, well, who does she think she is? She's blah, 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 blah. Yeah, she knows who she is. She doesn't think. She knows, That's, so perfect. So I know you're having another one of your experience weekends come up in February, and I want you to talk about how that affects people's lives and what you do in those weekends. And I'm going to pop that into the chat here about where people can go and sign up.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, about once or twice a year, I do a free weekend called the Womanly Arts Experience. Okay, this thing is so phenomenal. It is so fantastic. It is such a game changer and life changer for women. Why? When do we ever have the celebration and acknowledgement and experience of sisterhood?
Yes.
As it relates to our gifts and talents and the rightness of our deep longings and desires.
Never. Never, I'll just say.
This is a weekend where a woman will feel that sense of celebration of her purpose, a new opening of how to access whatever it is she most longs for, whether it's a relationship, a career change, realignment of the way she relates to her family, stepping into her voice.
Yes.
Up-leveling every aspect of her life.
Yes.
We have a community of support unlike anywhere on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
It's a confidence booster and a door opener. Women report that the way they step forward from that weekend is with so much more power and a sense of resolve and determination in moving towards whatever it is that
Right.
they're for, with a sense of their own power in the matter of
Right.
making change in their lives in a brand new way.
Yes.
It's incredibly fun. It is also really challenging.
Mm-hmm. I
It
agree
is
with
not
that.
sitting down and listening. It is acting. It is an embodied experience, and it's filling up quickly. So if you're
Yes.
interested, get on it as soon as you hear this, because we're going to close the doors pretty soon. We're more than halfway filled, and we only have about, I think, this venue, we only have about 800 seats.
Okay. Yeah. It's amazing. It's the best thing ever.
I can't wait. Thank you for asking about that.
Yes, and I popped it into the chat so anybody can go and click on that and they'll have all the details on how to sign up as well as your website and how to get your books. And I just personally would invite everybody to come because literally it's one of the best. I look forward to the weekends because reconnecting with the sisters, reconnecting with you, and just that sisterhood. It's like, man, when you come out of that little container, you're like, you just want to hug everybody. And then people are looking at you like, what's wrong with you? And I want to like have them have it too, because it's like so game changing to be in a space where people just really celebrate each other and lift each other up. It's just amazing.
Thank you. I love that you're there. It means so much to me to have you there.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, and that you bring, having your daughter there last time.
Yeah.
Amazing. Looking forward to getting my hands on all your girls.
Yes. We're still waiting on the other one to kind of get in with that, but she'll, you said take your time.
We have patience. There is no rush.
Right. Yes. Well, thank you so much.
My daughter still has not taken mastery, but it's different when it's your mama. But it's always like that,
Yeah. Well, she will. She will. Maybe she'll be in there with my daughter. So that would be perfect, right?
We're going to make them sit together in the front row.
Yes, that would be awesome. And we're going to put up that picture that they took of you and her, and she's looking at you, and the caption is, "Let someone contribute to you." We're going to bring that up. Because that is so awesome. I showed that to her. I was like, look at that. Mm-hmm. Remember that? Well, it's been so great talking to you. Thank you so much for extending yourself and your generosity, for being here to chat with us, and for everybody that's watching this.
Thank you for inviting me. I so appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Anything else you want to share before we wrap everything up?
Yeah, make sure that before the sun sets today, take one action in the direction of what pleasures you, what joy, what lights you up.
Yes.
The world will never drop pleasure in your lap. It requires investment.
That's true.
You can each take that step today. So I promise I will make that happen. If you promise, you will make that happen.
I promise I'll make it happen. I already have a bottle over there or something to help that happen right now. So amazing to see you. I look forward to seeing you in February. And thanks again for being here.
Likewise. Big love to you, Kara. Thank you.
All right.